This is Black Shy Guy here. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully your Thanksgiving was a good one. Mine was fantastic. I was packed. I got no more room for any more things to go inside of me. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. I got no more room for any food to go in me. So it is what it is. Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving with you and yours. Many blessings. And hopefully whoever you saw in your Thanksgiving gathering, keep in touch, because family is very important. Keep in touch. Make sure you stay together despite the distance. Wherever you live at, keep that togetherness going. So when in the next Thanksgiving, all of you guys are not continuously saying, hey, where you been? I haven't heard from you. All I do is see you on Thanksgiving, and that's the only time we talk. You know what I mean? So happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Many blessings. And this is Black Shy Guy. Thanks for sitting at my table. Before we continue with this video, make sure you hit the like button in the end of the video if you really liked it. Make sure you even subscribe for any upcoming new videos. Today we're discussing Bruised. Basically the movie with Halle Berry. Yes, the beautiful Halle Berry has made a movie called Bruised. Why am I talking about Bruised? Because basically it's a UFC adaptation about a certain individual who lost an embarrassing fight and now is trying to work her way back into the competition and happen who so spoiler alert. Okay, before I continue, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched the movie, I'm gonna say something that's basically a spoiler alert. She happens to get you ready? She happens to get a title shot early despite her embarrassing loss. She happens to get a title shot immediately after her long absence from the competition. And that's what the movie is about. Basically, the downfall of a great fighter who's trying to come back into the game. But there's something preventing her from coming back. And that I'm not going to reveal. You got to watch the movie. But what did I think about the movie? The story, the choreography, the bullet. Let me say this about the bullet. She is a gorgeous woman. Valentina is just she was interesting in the movie. She wasn't hardly in the movie at all, but when she showed up, she was an interesting person in the movie. She was basically the champion that she was gonna fight in the end. Spoiler alert, I apologize. Listen, all right? I'm gonna reveal some details that's gonna be spoilers, so I'm gonna put in the beginning of this video a little tag that says they're all going to be spoilers. So if you didn't watch the movie, just don't watch this video, all right? But Valentina is basically the champion. She ends up fighting in the end. It shouldn't even be a spoiler, because obviously if Valentina is in a UFC type movie, obviously she's gonna be the final boss. You know what I'm saying? So hey, she ends up fighting Valentina in the end. And the choreography to me could have been better. It wasn't all that great. There was some very great reversals, very terrific UFC techniques that were displayed in the end of that movie. Really good. And Valentina did this move. It was like a shuffle move to a high kick to the head. That was very, very fancy looking. I'm like, I wonder if she's gonna try that in the UFC. I wonder if she's gonna try that, because that was a really good, interesting technique. It was so fast. Halle Berry didn't even see it coming. She's just like, she started looking at her feet. I'm sure she got wild, but it was kind of those scenarios that it was an obvious trickery move, and we all knew that Halle Berry's gonna get caught because they have to make the final boss look so amazing. So it was one of those type of scenarios. But the choreography was great. It was kind of good. It could have been better. You know what I mean? I wasn't blown away by it. I was blown away by Valentina. She was, like I said, to me, she was interesting despite the choreography not being all that great. The story-wise of the movie, it was also interesting, you know. It was one of those, I would say, typical scenarios. You know, fighter down on their luck. They get a fighting chance because they got an opportunity to fight the champion at their time. So it was one of those typical scenarios. So the story was okay. I mean, overall, I give the movie uh s- mm, uh I need to be honest. Despite Valentina being in it, I give the movie a 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10. It's a very good couch potato movie. It's a very good movie that you're home. It's on Netflix. You chill, you watch it, and obviously you shouldn't be disappointed in it because you didn't waste any money spending on this movie. It's a free damn movie. There's no reason you should be upset of it being a mediocre movie. I mean, you get to see Valentina's greatness in all its glory. I mean, because he's hot. But anyway, but the movie was okay. What caused me also to be interested in Bruised is because I love the fact, right? Because in the end, like I said, this is basically turned out to be a spoiler video for the movie Bruised. What I really liked it about the end in Bruise is because Halle Berry, despite her having an opportunity to fight the champion, she ends up losing. Despite all the hardship she did, all the training she did, despite her losing that embarrassing fight in the beginning of the movie, which basically made her career crumble. Despite all of that, the obstacles, the hardship, the embarrassment, the movie still made her lose in the end. But this is the important thing about it. She lost in the end, but she really didn't lose because she regained her character. She regained her strength to be able to go back into the octagon. And she still, in a way, won. You understand what I'm saying? She still, in a way, won. So it was interesting. I'm glad that they didn't make her win like in a lot of these movies that all of a sudden the person makes a dramatic comeback and they end up winning the match. No, this one she lost. Even though they're all movies that they started making movies like that because that end case scenario is also starting to be typical. But I'm surprised that they also did it in this movie because the fact that she went through all that ordeal in the movie and then she ends up still losing in the end, and despite the ovation she had in the end from the fans watching the fight, she still turned out being a winner. You know what I mean? Because with that performance she did against Valentina's character proves that she can still be a top contender despite the loss because she had Valentina against the ropes. You know what I mean? So that proves a lot in the UFC. Like there's a lot of ladies that are down on their luck right now with losses against the champions, and they can come back. You know what I mean? They can come back. You know, Joanna, she can come back. A lot of people are down on her. Joanna can come back. Don't get it twisted. I don't know what's going on with her contract still. I don't know if a new development happened. I mean, but I've been so busy with going to New York City for Thanksgiving and taking that long trip, that 6-hour drive, that I haven't been following that lately because all I was thinking about was Thanksgiving and seeing my loving family again. So, it's been a lot of things going on. So if you found out anything about Joanna's contract, put it down in the comments. But she can come back. She can come back. And who knows? She could make a great run. She can make a great run for the title. She can make a great run for the title and beat Rose. I don't know if that's going to happen, but also Wei Lee, she can come back and make a great run. It's going to be a while till Dana gives either of those girls a title shot because they had their opportunities. So I don't blame Dana for not giving them an immediate rematch, even after winning, let's say, 3 fights. You can't even, to me, after 3 fights, you still shouldn't be fighting the champion yet. I say 5 fights. 5 fights you win in a row, you can fight the champion after that. But if you don't win 5 fights in a row, then you're not entitled to fight the champion, especially after you had the opportunity to fight them twice in the rematches. So, I mean, hey, you had your opportunity and you lost it. So, unfortunately, my favorite fighter, Wei Lee, has to wait. So, it is what it is. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the business. But that movie, Bruised, proved that even though every movie is based out of reality. So that movie Bruised proved that despite you being down on your luck, despite you losing that last match, there's no end game. You know what I mean? You can always come back. It's only an end game when you choose and allow it to be an end game. You know what I mean? You can always come back. Don't ever give up. You know what I mean? But all in all, I enjoyed the movie. 6 out of 10. It was a nice movie after my comeback from New York City to relax on a couch and watch a movie. So it's been great. Hopefully you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Hopefully you catch this movie. It's been interesting. Hopefully you give it a chance. And you let me know your opinion after you watch it and put it down in the comments. This is Black Shy Guy. Thanks for joining me. Happy Thanksgiving. Make sure you hit that like button like I said. Thanks for sitting at my table. I'm out of here. Peace.